Alright everybody, welcome back to Red Grove Entertainment. John here. We've got our hardcore character in Division 2 running around. We are sitting in the theater settlement, getting ready to check some stuff out, pick up some missions.
Ready to make a deal?
Wanted to stop and point out that the different vendors from the different settlements have different stock. So it's always nice to check them out once in a while, especially if you're missing a piece of gear or needing something to kind of bolster yourself up running that hardcore. I'm kind of tempted.
That looks nice.
Kind of tempted to grab this shotgun upgrade. Not quite in a position where I absolutely have to, but I am at the point where shooting things 2 or 3 times to kill them is kind of annoying. So we're going to go ahead and buy and equip that.
Thanks, Agent.
This one is a standard rifle, not too worried about that. Not too worried about the knee pads or the gloves at the moment. Guns,
Thanks for the business.
definitely the option for upgrading there. So we'll get rid of this level 1 there, and we'll have a nice upgrade with a shotgun. We don't have any mods for them yet, but those will come in time as we start getting there. Something else to keep in mind as you're going and before you sell or break down gear.
You can help us out?
Projects. Every settlement is going to have projects for you to look at. So like this one, Outfit Hunting Party. They want you to donate steel, they want you to donate chest armor, and neutralize enemy hostilities within the theater area. Doesn't absolutely have to be this area, but some of them will actually be like, disrupt a public execution, recover shade tech, complete activities in the Federal Triangle. So these ones have to be done here. But the great part is if you do an activity in the Federal Triangle, let's say a public execution, it's going to count for neutralizing hostile activity, it's going to count for the public execution, and it's going to count for one of the 3 in the Federal Triangle. So, don't get overwhelmed thinking you got to do, so much stuff. I think the hard ones for me to end up doing is things like the resupply-friendly control units, control points, because they want you to do 50. You've got 3 different resources. Like, you don't have to give them a lot of each to get there, but I always forget, and taking control points is fun. Fun. We'll look at taking a control point today and showing that off. So, we'll get in there. Downtown East control point, Federal Triangle. I think we're going to spend most of our time in the Federal Triangle. I think that's, nope, this is Downtown East. That's Federal Triangle. So we're spending most of our time up here. Still need to pick up some side missions.
Hostile broadcast detected.
We want to pick up this wonderful gal.
Hello, I'm Anaya. I'm going to be helping out at the base of operations with equipment fabrication. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Equipment fabrication. Which is really good, because that's our crafting station. Alright, what you got, Justin Boyd?
More dead batteries. Shit. If we can't power our comms, sooner or later...
So he's talking about batteries. No batteries. What you got, Michael Davis?
If the theater keeps growing, we're gonna need some new sources of food. There's an apartment complex nearby. For a while after the crisis, they grew food in the gardens on the roofs. At least they did.
Alright, cool. And Cameron, what do you got?
Those gardens could be what we're looking for. I think it's about time we took them back.
Alright. So then, as you're finishing the projects, you get perks unlocked. So we do one more mission required, and we'll have Grace Larson join us, clan information. We do 2 more, and we get Dark Zone Officer, and I'm going to butcher the name. I'm not even going to try. But we get all 4 of them done. We'll get access to Charles, Douglas, and the firing range and the base of operation upgrades. So, yeah. Now, let's start with a control point. Yeah. So, I'm going to pause this here for a second. I'm going to track our way over to the control point, and we'll pick it back up there. Alright, so I had a thought. As I was moseying out of here, I was thinking to myself, going, you know, it's a hardcore character. It is a, good chance that I could just stumble into something stupid and die. And that would deprive us all of seeing what we're here for, and that's me dying. So, rather than depriving us of the recording, I will keep this on, maybe fast forward to the good stuff.
Anytime, Theo. You coming over for dinner? Not tonight.
As you're running around, you'll come across these echo points that you can pick up and collect. Again, adds to your collection bonuses and gets you XP and info and gives you a lot more story that's being built.
Go away!
So yeah, moseying onward. I want to know what that was. Kind of looked like a lemur, maybe a cat. Tail was too long to be a trash panda, I think.
Drop the gear!
Oh, that's our...
Someone's moving up on me! Get out! I'm reloading here! Please!
No. That's how people die.
They have armor!
RC, on the ground.
Okay. So this is a control point. Now, they're a little tougher than just running around killing your roaming mobs. They're more defensed. They usually have like a minigun or some tactical advantage running around. You don't have to do them alone. As you can see, I've got the option to fire off a flare to call in some backup. The thing to keep in mind is that the control point has two stages. Stage 1 is taking the control point.
RC car out! Say your fucking prayers! They're moving in on me!
Run! You fucking idiot! Fuck!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Get out of my face!
Reload. So you see the little bar progressing across the top of the red above my armor. Oh, shnikes. That was my shield trying to repair itself as we're going along. Yeah, fudge monkeys.
Bastards are heading this way!
You die out there. We already got the heavily armored hostile. Now we just got to get rid of... you. Now, we've done the first phase.
Good job.
We've cleared the demolition site. There's no Maddies here at all. But any roaming group can come in and take control of it. So, at this point, what we want to do is we want to signal, like, hey, we've got a control point that's clear. Let's come man it, yada yada. So phase 1 is just doing this. Kill guys, a heavily armored guy will come out, you kill him, kill the rest, and you're done. If you summon allies from nearby to help you take the control point, there is no breather between the assault and taking and then the defending of the control point itself. So, if we do this,
Reinforcements en route.
we have reinforcements en route. They are over there.
Detecting additional hostile
But
contacts.
now we have additional hostiles going, hey, there's an empty control point. Let's go see if we can take it.
Fucking beast!
I'll watch you. You are so fucked.
Looking for a better spot. You're dead. Ah, you're screwed.
Seriously? Thank you, drone.
I'm reloading.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Now, if you get bold enough and you start seeing where they're coming from, you can come out here and really wreck somebody's day. And they're 160 meters away. Now, thankfully, it's not a defend it until they get here kind of thing. It's this is the group that's coming at you. You kill the first wave, you get a second wave, maybe the bosses with the second wave. Just depends on the control point. This is one of the easier ones to take. But as you get higher in level, higher in difficulty, there's more mobs, more waves. I think 3 is the most. Yeah. So then these guys will rush in here and be like, yeah, we did it.
I don't know that we could have done that without you. We're running low on supplies.
So this is where we're talking about donating supplies when you need to donate 50 of them to complete a project. As you can see, I have 100 food, I got 11 water, I got 64 components. You can select and donate specifically, or you can just donate all equally. Most of the time, I just come in here and I just dump what I got. Fill them up with whatever they'll take, because there's a bonus XP for as much as you give them.
Supply room
And then,
access unlocked.
the other side of taking a control point is the supply room. Every control point's got one. What they give you is kind of varying. So, like, some of them will have resource bags and component bags and, you know, all kinds of stuff there. So I've got ceramics, steel, electronics. All that's for crafting. But every one of them will have one of these big yellow boxes of loot. And these are where we're going to get a lot of our upgraded gear. Because it really likes to give it to us. What gun did we pick up? We've got a Super 90. That's actually... I was going to say, it's one of my favorite shotguns. It's not the one that I like to run with. The ones that I really like are shotguns. Rather than loading them a single bullet at a time, there are some that run with a full magazine, and so then they reload like any other gun. You just pop the magazine out, grab a fresh one, pop it in, and you're not sitting there going click, 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 click. The cool thing about these ones, though, is you don't have to fully load the thing in order to start shooting it again. You could pop one round in, fire it, pop a round in, fire it. It slows down your rate of fire, but sometimes when the bad guy is that close to dead, it's easier just to hit that trigger button again, stop unloading, and hit him before bad things happen. Classic M60, that's a beautiful LMG. That's the light machine gun. The balance of them, I think I mentioned once before, really bugs me because, you know, it's got 100 mags. Its rounds per minute is fairly decent, but they, in order to balance out, you know, the difference between an LMG and a shotgun, they drop the LMG's damage down quite a bit because it's got all these rounds. So for it to deal the same amount of damage in roughly the same amount of time, you know, that's how it balances. The thing that I think is a better way to balance things is when you're over here looking at, you know, how far the drop-off range is, when you're talking about accuracy and stability, you know, the ability to mod it, you know, those types of things really would give you a better balance, I think. Because, like, as the shotgun, which we have highlighted here, and we're comparing with the classic M60, you can see the classic M60 has more accuracy than the shotgun. Well, yeah, the shotgun has a spread fire, as where the LMG is running just a single bullet at a time. The stability is a little better. Not sure why that is. I want to say it has to do with the kick, the recoil of the weapon itself. Like, as where with a shotgun, it's not as heavy as an LMG would be. So you have more kickback out of the shotgun. So therefore you have a little less stability. That's my own logic. I imagine anybody watching this video who's a gun nut could probably tell me more. You know, I own a couple myself, but I just don't have the same knowledge and expertise into a lot of it. So that's just my own thought with what basic knowledge I have. So, coming back up to the Super 90, again, has a little more round in the mag, has a little faster firing speed. What I would look at between that and the Express here, if comparing, is I'd come down here and look at this reload speed. So this one has a longer reload speed versus the Express. And honestly, when it comes to shotguns, like, the faster you can reload them one bullet at a time, you know, the nicer it's going to be. So I do love the Super 90. It is great, but we're going to mark it as junk. We're going to mark that as junk, you know, because these guys that we have here are currently doing all right. However, if we compare the AKM to the classic, no, I'd rather have that accuracy. That accuracy that we get off the AKM, we would lose all of that if we swapped over here. We'd gain a little stability, yes, but we'd gain a heck of a reload speed time. Our drop-off range would increase a bit. Like, the give or take of it, really not what I'm after. So we'll stick with what we've got there. So all in all, taking over this control point was a blessing because we got some good armor off of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over here, hit this couple of shade tech, swing in and hit this side mission. But last but not least, we're going to jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of day. We're going to come through here, and we're going to make sure to hit that reload box. Alright, shade tech. Well, we're running by this one. We might as well just swing over here and grab it. You know, it's just right here.
I'll keep watch. You're just a criminal.
I am not.
Calm
Got
down.
a special delivery for ya. Bring it.
Okay.
We made it. We got lucky this time.
Okay, so we went off the beaten path a little bit, picking up some crafting materials. Grabbed that other shade tech because it was right there. Now, this one, as we get closer to it, kind of looks like it's up and out of the way. So we're going to come up and through here and look for ways to get higher. And as we're doing that, we're going to come in here and... Oh, I already got that gearbox. Oh, that one's already gotten too. Oh well, such is life. So, this is a way to get higher. And then it looks like there's a ladder over here too. Gets us in the direction of our shade tech. Notice that little yellow arrow in the minimap went away, telling us that we're now on the same level, if not close. And I think this is the one we used in the last video to say, hey, this is what a shade tech box looks like. Alright.
Some hyenas got their hands on a shade tech cache. They took it to a hotel they used for sorting all the goods they pillaged from civilians and rival factions. Recover it and bring it back to the White House.
Dunk. Alright. Let's go recover ourselves a shade tech cache. So, if you're paying attention to over here on the left,
some hyenas got their hands on a shade tech cache. They
I'm
took
not
it to
going to be
a
able to
hotel they
highlight
used
it.
for sorting all the goods they
You'll
pillaged
get
from
a
civilians and
blueprint
rival
for a
factions.
flash
Recover it
hinder
and bring it back to the White House.
7.62. It's a muzzle, increases crit hit damage. Kind of nice. And then we'll get 6 shade tech points, which we want all of the shade tech points we can get our hands on at the moment. So, we're going to hit that, bounce back to our base of operations, and then divvy out those points into some of those XP upgrades I was talking about.
The hyenas are holding a shade tech cache in that hotel. Get it back.
Look, there's only one shield on this battlefield, and that's mine. Alright. Time to rock it. Dun ba dun dun ba dun 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 ba dun ba dun bow bow bow.
The cache is a built-in locator. I've got a read on its position. Looks like it's somewhere below you.
I'll take a soda. Oh, no, got some food. Alright. Down.
You're right
Okay.
on that shade tech cache.
Now. Grenades. We're gonna see if we can't have a little fun with a grenade. Yeah, see? And you start getting that kind of range with the shotgun, and it's better to switch over to a longer ranged gun. Ooh. We'll take half a second here to equip a upgrade on a backpack. Get back to our shotgun. We'll kill the drone, which is almost dead on its duration anyway. And give that a couple of seconds to catch up with us. Remember to hydrate. Dehydration is a bad thing. Alright.
Hey, what's happening in there? I don't do anything. Everyone get ready. We're going.
Multiple hostiles inbound.
Kill's gonna be mine. You can die loose. Oh, shit. Gonna rip your head off!
So, hitting that trigger button to stop reloading, because I've got a runner up on me. Yeah. Up there, get that guy. Alright. Time to get out of here.
The exit is up ahead. Time to check out.
But not before we gather a little bit of extra loot. We hit the restock box. Great thing about the shotgun is I rarely ever run out of actually run out of ammo for it.
Time for a massacre. Fuck! Got someone down! Reloading! I got you!
The heck?
How do you like me now, bitch?
Alright.
That was my foot.
Yeah, that wasn't the weirdest thing that my phone's ever done. Random notes start playing. I'm like, what the heck kind of a notification is that? Oh well. Back at it. Running along. Out the door. And we have
Take that
finished.
Shade Tech cash to the quartermaster when you get a chance. Might as well get some use out of it.
Alright. So, bounce into our base of operations here. We can get some use out of that Shade Tech. Yo, what up?
Hey there.
So, we've picked up our crafting chick. We have Coop, who is our quartermaster. We're going to come over here, we're going to hit this one, and we're going to start unlocking all of these XP bonuses. Thankfully, they only run one Shade Tech at a time. So that should help us gain a substantial number of levels. Now, with the 4 points that I've got left, the armor kit is a really tempting one, but I'm inclined to go down here and increase the food resources that I can carry. Because the more of those I can carry, the more I can donate resources as I get the opportunity to. And then We're going to grab the magazine next. So that we've got the small tactical belt pouch. Fits any belt-fed weapon. And then we'll start looking at things like all of the upgrade options. Maybe some grenades. Just depending on, your style of play, what you're going with. The biggest one I always recommend, though, is getting that bonus XP stuff. And restocking armor kits whenever you hit a safe space. So, hitting these mod upgrades are going to be the next best thing for us.
Bye.
So speaking of mod upgrades, before we wrap it up and call it a show, we want to come say hi to this lovely lady who has got our crafting station all set up here. So we come in here and dismiss that. And we can start crafting, improvised gear. So as we unlock the rest of these recipes for crafting, so like I can craft a level 4 holster. I've got a level 3, don't need to really worry about that. The mask. Oh, I've got a level 4 mask. This one will have some random bonuses. In comparison, it will not have a brand set to it, so the bonus pistol damage, I'd probably end up losing that. Meh. Not too overly worried there, but like the backpack. So, as you start getting in there, you'll be able to start crafting. So like I said before, if you find yourself falling behind on a particular slot of gear, you can always come in here and craft something up real quick to boost that little side for you. Then you have your mods section. There are 12 optic mods to unlock as the gameplay goes on. There are 34 34 magazine mods to unlock as you go on. You've got 6 underbarrel mods to unlock. And then you got your 20 muzzle mods. And then we get down into here, into the skill mods, which these are very costly. They're rough on the resource list. I generally try not to mess with them too much early on. Just because if I'm going to spend the resources it takes to craft one of these, I want it to be at max level. So I generally just run with whatever I can find along the way, and then worry about spending my resources when I have resources to spend on something worth spending them on. So for now, we want to come over here and we actually want to craft this flash hinder 7.62. Boop. So this muzzle will fit any 7.62 caliber muzzles. So for instance, I'll come in here and we're going to check this one out, and it doesn't have a muzzle. This one doesn't have a muzzle. Do we have a muzzle on any of these? No, the answer is no. I don't have any muzzles on those. How about you? Yep, muzzle slot, but it's a 9mm caliber, and so the 7.62 won't fit this one. So we just have to make do. So we'll toy with more of those as we get them unlocked, and I can kind of show you those customizable options. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate you sticking around. I believe next time we're going to get back over here into Downtown East. We'll gather up some more of these shade techs, hit another side mission, maybe another control point, and just have all kinds of fun. So thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for future content, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care.